Years earlier, Susie's grandparents suggested her parents start saving with a prepaid college plan or a prepaid tuition plan. After taking the grandparents' advice, Jan and Steve started a 529 plan for Susie and are successfully able to cover the cost of tuition and books. When Susie started college, her parents Jan and Steve were excited to know that because of that 529, Susie's basic expenses were covered, but there was something they didn't see coming.
Dad, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I accidentally ran up my credit cards and now I can't pay them back.
Who is this? Do I know you?
Dad, stop. You know who this is. You always do this. I have a serious problem.
Okay. What's going on?
Well, it all started when I got a credit card application in the mail saying I was pre-approved. I was thrilled when it arrived in the mail. It was like free money, so naturally I went shopping for a few things. Then they just kept coming in the mail. It was so easy to get more credit cards. That's when the bills started coming in. I didn't know how I could owe so much.
She was starting to accumulate close to $5,000 in debt. Eek.
Susie, slow down here. What are you trying to tell us? Are you asking us to pay off your debt? You know that's not going to happen, right? You created this debt, so you have to get yourself out of it.
But I have no idea what to do. I'm so busy with school and I only get a few hours a week at work. How am I ever going to pay this off? I'm going to be broke forever.
Forever sounds a bit dramatic, don't you think? You can fix this. Now, do you want to hear my suggestions?
Fine. Okay.
Susie, when you moved into that apartment, we had a deal. Your mom and I would help you with your tuition in your apartment. Your job would cover the rest. If you want the better things in life, eventually you do have to pay for them. Credit cards are not free money, even though it looks like it is. So now it's a time to come up with a plan to pay it all back.
She sure does. If she doesn't come up with a plan, this hiccup will impact her future. Her inability to pay her new credit card bills can affect her ability to get a car, approved for an apartment or utilities, and potentially get her next job. Her dad is right.
So what should I do?
How about I help by doing some research? Let me talk to your mom and get back to you later.
After a frustrating discussion about their daughter's mishap, Steve and Jane begin doing some online research. He learns about a nonprofit organization that he thinks can help Susie. Now it's time to call Susie back.
Dad, you're not going to believe this. I just got another bill in the mail. They just won't stop. I'm not going to have enough money to pay my cell phone bill this month.
All right, calm down. I think I found something that may just help you out. Here's what you need to go research. There's this organization called the National Foundation for Credit Counseling.
That night, Susie burned the midnight oil trying to research this organization. Good thing she doesn't have classes tomorrow.
I heard from Susie today. Good news. She took our advice and did what we asked her to do. Yesterday, she had an appointment with a credit counselor, and they're probably going to be able to help her out.
Oh, great. What did they tell her?
She said they were able to negotiate with the creditors and came up with one payment for Susie to make monthly. This lowers her interest and stops any more late fees.
How long do they think it's going to take?
They think she can pay it off in about 3 years. Should be about $150 a month.
Well, that's not bad. She should be able to handle that.
Sometimes you have to learn lessons the hard way. Susie certainly did. She was able to get a plan set in place, but that means no more credit cards for the next few years. Looks like those next pair of shoes get paid with cash. On a more realistic note, this may seem like an easy solution that you can take advantage of over and over again. However, that is not really the case. As you saw, this will impact your credit score. Every time you do this, your credit score gets lower. Eventually, you won't have the benefit of using credit to purchase things like a car or a house. You may also not be able to get credit cards as easily.